to my YouTube channel. I recently ordered these set of bamboo brushes from Amazon. So let me show you. There are 3 brushes. So today we are going to do a demo landscape painting using these 3 brushes. So they are very lightweight, and as you can see, it's made up of bamboo. Over here you can see. Yeah, and there are 3 different sizes that we have. So let me take them out. So they look like this. So we will do the painting and I will share my experience of how they are. So let's get started. So friends, let's get started. First and foremost, we will understand the subject. The subject is that of a village landscape with a house, and then there is a small child standing in the foreground, and our focus would be somewhere around here. Uh, so this area can be a little blurry because this is in the foreground. Sorry, this is in the background, and we'll try to make it as dreamy and as as fuzzy a picture with this much portion, with the behind nice sunlight and this boy in the center of attraction, and we'll put good shadows in the foreground area. We'll try to make the uh, behind vegetation dark, and so basically the light is falling in this direction. If you can see, the tree out here is very dark, so that, which suggests that it is blocking the sunlight, and this portion will be catching the light. So on the other side you will have it, the shadow. Same thing, you can see the boy, uh, the shadow is falling in this direction, which means that the light is falling behind the, like on the back side of the boy. So for us to get started, we will take the biggest bamboo brush now, and I can clearly see that this is goat hair, very soft and natural goat hair. So let me first start with the most versatile of all colors, ultramarine blue, and just let us just be generous and put some nice blue color for the sky, and just like that. And then let it come down. Let's come down here. Okay, so from here we will start the color of the house. So I have some golden yellow out here and some yellow ochre. I have mixed both of them, and then we will start with this nice golden yellow and yellow ochre mixture. More water, let's go down. So this layer is more of laying the basic color of the painting. When I'm saying basic color, it means the undertone, like the setting the mood of the paper and the scene. So I'm just going down with that. As I go down, you see this portion, this bottom portion is dominated by a good vibrant yellow color. That's why I'm using more of this golden yellow. This is a Daniel Smith golden yellow. Mostly my pigments are that of camel, but certain pigments are from Daniel Smith, and some of the pigments are also from Daler Rowney. So now I am mixing a little bit of crimson or rose madder, and I will mix that, and so this becomes a nice orange kind of, a little vibrant and reddish orange kind of color, which I am applying to the bottom part here also. Let's give it a nice you know, you can see how the color has built. Let's put some redness in the house also. Here in this portion I can see some redness being there. Okay, and down here in the bottom let me put some water drops, because this is a soil area, so it's not a very flat surface. Okay, so what we will do is now let this thing settle for a bit. Like, we will allow some time for it to settle, and then we will work on um, the soft shadows. Here you can see there is a soft shadow, right? So for the soft shadow, let me mix the colors, which is your blue, and then we will take some crimson, okay, and some golden yellow again. So these three colors, I'm keeping it ready. I will wait for this color to dry a bit, and then I will apply. I don't want to make it very I don't want to apply it when it is very wet. Let's make the color even more concentrated. Yeah, now I will take out the excess. What I am doing is I am taking out the excess color, and then I'll just put the color here and there to suggest nice soft sunlight in the area. So this is for only the only the ground here, only the foreground, and then we'll let it dry, and after drying we will come and work on the rest of the things. So guys, we are back with this painting completely dry. So the first layer of color is done. We have also put the soft shadows, and now we will be working on the midtones. We will be working on the trees, we will be working on this house, and also the midtones of these trees, like the tree barricading and all. So let's start the work. So for that I will be using this medium I will be using the brush which is little thinner than this one, the second big, I can say. And for that, so let's work on the house first. We can work on the trees a bit later also. So I will take some yellow ochre, and in yellow ochre we will add a little bit of crimson, so it forms a nice warm yellow ochre color out here. And we'll just try to see the places where the sunlight is falling. We will leave that in the same tone, and we will paint around it. So I would need little blue here. Yeah, so we'll put this color, and let's go down, and so I am not painting this section because I would need a little bluish tinge over there. Then let's take a little yellow, and I am leaving a little, these bamboo barricades are there now, so I am leaving a little ends of the bamboo bamboo barricade like that, and let's completely fill this up. Now let's take some blue and some crimson. For that dark shadow patch here. So the shadow falls like that and it goes down like that. Okay, here also we need to be very very dark here. Just leave it at that point right now. Okay, now we will take little more blue and little more crimson like that, and we will work on this shadow which is falling on the ground. So let's leave a little bit of sunlight in between like that, and yeah, that's about it. So this shadow is flowing in here also in this portion behind the barricade. I am not painting the barricade right now. I am just leaving the barricade as it is. The barricade is in the foreground, so we have to be very sure, like we have to be very careful that we are not painting the barricade right now. Okay, because we don't want the color to go in over there and ruin everything. So then we have to use opaque colors to paint that. We don't want that. Okay, so now let me paint this. The good thing about this brush is that it has a nice point and it holds a lot of water. So see, I'm just going and painting the shadow around this boy. Fine, so we will do till here, and then you can see once I do this, automatically this portion appears as if a lot of light is there because the rest of the surrounding things becomes dark. And now the same color like crimson and blue color, that will be used on these barricades, but like a little subdued. I would add some orange to it, and then we'll just try to paint the barricading, the fence I can say, in this color because this portion is really dark. Okay, so there will be more dark tones than this, but right now we need to just give some suggestion that it is good. So the light is falling actually in this portion. This portion is in the shadow, so this portion will be dark only, so don't worry. Trust the process. Just make sure that you are leaving the light in the places where there is highlight. Just leave the light. Like right now I am working on the fence of this portion, so I am making sure that I leave the sunlight portion. I don't want to paint the sunlight area where the sunlight is hitting. That area should not be painted, that should be left as it is. So I'm just painting from one side, you can see that. Now I'm just adding little yellow at places. And so we want this portion to be covered with one tone of color, very light, one tone, so that it looks little darker then the background ground area where sunlight is falling directly and there is no nothing which is holding back that sunlight. So just adding some random colors and tones, just little darker than the background sunlight hit area, like that. Now even this portion will have a little bit of darkness to it, like that. And then the portion below it, this portion will be somewhat more dark. Now okay, I can say I am loving these brushes so far. Not sure how long they will last, but it is very nice to work on them. Very light. The only thing is the handle is little broad, which I think you should be fine after you are used to it. In this drawing, I have changed the way the tree is from the reference. So we will also now work on the tree trunk. So I just want to work on the tree trunk on the right hand side, because the left hand side is where it will catch the sunlight. Okay, so that much that much light study we have to do, and light what I can say, that much detail or carefulness you should be having, that you don't go ahead and paint everything in just like one flat color. So see what I am doing. I'm trying to work on the only on the one side, which is the right side of the tree trunk. Okay. Now everything will make sense once we make the trees darker here. It will assume, like it will feel as if the tree's shadow is falling over here. So right now it's looking little out of place because the tree out here is not yet made. Let me dry this and then we will make the trees. So friends, right now the midtone has dried. I have not painted the trees so far, but we will do the trees right now. So we'll get started with the trees, and you will see once I start making the trees, the uh, the trees out here will be little darker, the trees here will be little lighter. You will see this image starts popping up. I have not yet started painting the kid, um, but I think you know that will be done a little later. Right now we have a lot of things to achieve here, so I'm making this color a little lighter. This is for the far off uh, trees, so I have to take out the excess color using a piece of cloth, and then I am just brushing my brush on the belly side. Let's take a little more yellow, and let me just brush this against the paper, against the rough paper, and you can see it creates a nice texture of tree. Now we will take a little more darker color here, and let's apply that on this side like that. Same will apply on this portion. So we will have to cover this entire background like that, and this will be a little stronger color like that. On this side also. Like that, yeah. So let it be like that. And see, what I'm doing is based on the reference image. I'm trying to put in a few dark elements, and I'm trying to just keep the tones right. That is very important. I'm just using the belly of the brush, reduce some color and try to just give a suggestion of some vegetation, and these darker colors suggest that the light is falling in this direction. That's it. Okay. And then a little darkness on this areas, little touches of dark colors. Like that. Okay. So just a suggestion of some barricading at the back. Okay. Yeah. So this side is done. Now for this side, the color has to be more darker as compared to this side. So we'll add in some golden yellow to this, so it becomes a nice color, nice green color. And then we'll just add this big patch. This color would rather be a little more darker, a little darker, yeah. So you see, what I'm doing is I'm just trying to rub the belly against the rough paper, and let me take the excess color. I can very well see that with the darkness, it's starting to look very fresh and lively. Let's make this color even darker. So I'm using three colors: blue color, crimson, and little golden yellow for the dark colors. I'm trying to just follow the darker tones in the vegetation. I'm leaving certain areas as it is, like these gaps are needed. And then let me paint this portion also very dark here. Here, this portion. It is very difficult for me to talk and keep talking and painting, so pardon me for not speaking because it is very difficult. So my entire concentration is to make this vegetation look as realistic as possible, as nice as possible. And so I'm not able to talk properly. So this portion we will put a light wash of green color later on, light green, and I think this will be sorted. So yeah, I think the tree looks good. Let's give this a nice bright. So this is a good time for us to do the darker shades. We will tackle the boy and its shadow at the last. So I'll take now the thinnest of all, which is um, a nice size brush though, like it's not very thin, it still holds a lot of color. So I'm mixing blue and crimson for the dark shade, adding a little bit of orange color for that earthiness, earthy texture to it, the color to it, color tone. Now I am working on this portion below the house, which is very dark. Here also it's super dark. And just give a few suggestions of a thatched roof. Add in some blue if you want to make it even more darker. And same thing here, it just goes down. Here there is a door, so just leave this portion very dark purple color, this portion. Just let it go down like that. I have left the edges of bamboo here as it is. I am not disturbing that. And then even here we can go and paint this portion, which is I think the kitchen portion of the house. This is the kitchen, in because I have been to these kind of villages, I can say this is the kitchen area, open kitchen facing the nice open area over here. So let's paint this. Yeah, so this portion will be super dark because this is the area which is blocking all the light, and this portion is under the shadow portion. So yeah, just like that. So now it gets popped up. We have lovely sunlight out here, and this portion we have to just make it even darker, like that. Okay, and then let's make the stone roof. So this stone roof will follow the rule of perspective, like that. See, it is diverging out. That is very important. Try to make the lines as thin as possible. This is a little bigger brush, but that's okay. I'm just trying to figure out the brush, so I think it is performing really well based on what the price is. I've got these brushes for 650 rupees a bundle, so in that price I think it's a steal. It's a very good quality brush. Now we have to make sure this portion is also covered with shadow. Okay. Now we will work on the tree. Okay, and then let's now work on the shadow on this portion, which is like falling on the wood. Now let's work on this little boy. So primarily I see uh, orange color and then a little bit of rose madder. Burnt sienna will also do, but I think rose madder will look even better. To the blueness. Now this portion is dark and so see. Yeah, and here we will use a light pink color on his pant. And now let's work on the shadow. Yeah. So now just have to make sure this portion is illuminated. So for that we need more orange and red.